Frida Kahlo. Frida Kahlo, one of the most revered artists of the 20th century, is known not only for her striking and deeply personal paintings, but also for her tumultuous life, marked by pain, passion, and perseverance. Born on July 6, 1907, in Coyoacan, Mexico, Kahlo's life was a tapestry of physical suffering and emotional turbulence, woven with threads of creativity and rebellion. Her work is often considered a profound reflection of her inner life, characterized by vivid imagery, symbolism, and an unflinching exploration of identity, post-colonialism, gender, class, and race in Mexican society. Magdalena Carmen Frida Kahlo y Calderón, known simply as Frida Kahlo, was born to Guillermo Kahlo, a German immigrant photographer, and Matilde Calderón y González, a mestiza of Spanish and indigenous descent. Frida was the third of 4 daughters in the family. Her childhood was marked by a bout of polio at the age of 6, which left her right leg thinner than the left, causing her to limp. Despite this early adversity, Frida was an active and spirited child, described by many as having an intense, rebellious nature. Her father's influence was significant in her early life. Guillermo Kahlo was a skilled photographer who encouraged Frida's interest in art and literature. He also provided her with a camera, teaching her the basics of photography, which would later influence her keen eye for detail and composition in painting. Her mother, on the other hand, was a deeply religious woman, often stern and emotionally distant, though she provided a stable, if not affectionate, home environment. At the age of 18, Kahlo's life took a tragic turn. On September 17, 1925, she was involved in a severe bus accident that left her with multiple fractures in her spine, collarbone, ribs, and pelvis, along with a dislocated shoulder and foot. The injuries resulted in a series of painful operations and months of convalescence, during which she began to paint seriously. Her mother created a special easel that allowed her to paint while lying in bed, and a mirror was placed above her, enabling her to create self-portraits. This period of isolation and pain was the crucible in which Kahlo's unique artistic voice was forged. She used her art as a means of self-expression and coping with her physical suffering. Her early works already displayed her distinctive style, characterized by bold colors, stark composition, and a focus on personal and often disturbing themes. In 1927, Frida Kahlo met Diego Rivera, a prominent Mexican muralist who was 20 years her senior. Despite their age difference and Rivera's reputation as a womanizer, the 2 artists fell deeply in love and married in 1929. Their relationship was famously tumultuous, marked by passionate love and equally intense conflicts. Both Kahlo and Rivera had numerous extramarital affairs, and their union was often strained by jealousy and betrayal. Nonetheless, they shared a deep intellectual and artistic bond, often supporting and inspiring each other's work. Rivera recognized and encouraged Kahlo's talent, introducing her to influential art circles and helping her gain recognition beyond Mexico. However, Frida's work remained distinctly her own, imbued with personal symbolism and themes that set her apart from Rivera's grand, politically charged murals. Kahlo's art is often categorized within the Surrealist movement, though she herself rejected this label, insisting that her work was a reflection of her own reality rather than a dreamlike or fantastical vision. Her paintings are deeply autobiographical, often depicting her own suffering and emotional states with raw honesty. Central to her work is the exploration of her identity as a woman, her mixed heritage, and her physical pain. One of her most famous works, The Two Fridas, 1939, exemplifies her ability to convey complex emotions and themes through powerful imagery. The painting features 2 versions of Kahlo seated side by side, one dressed in traditional Tehuana attire, representing her Mexican heritage, and the other in a European-style dress, symbolizing her mixed identity. The hearts of the two Fridas are exposed and connected by a vein, with one heart bleeding onto the white dress, signifying her constant struggle between different aspects of her identity and her deep sense of loss following her separation from Rivera. Another notable work, The Broken Column, 1944, vividly illustrates her physical suffering. In this self-portrait, Kahlo's torso is split open to reveal a fractured column in place of her spine, with nails piercing her body. Despite the intense pain depicted, her expression is one of stoic endurance, highlighting her resilience in the face of relentless physical agony. Kahlo's use of symbolism often draws from Mexican folklore, indigenous culture, and religious iconography. Her paintings frequently feature elements such as monkeys, parrots, and exotic plants, as well as references to Aztec mythology and Christian symbolism. This rich tapestry of imagery not only reflects her personal experiences, but also her deep connection to her cultural roots. Kahlo's art and life were deeply intertwined with her political beliefs. Both she and Rivera were ardent communists, involved in the Mexican Communist Party and its activities. Kahlo's political convictions were reflected in her art, which often included social and political commentary. Her painting, My Dress Hangs There, 1933, for example, critiques American consumerism and industrialization, juxtaposing the opulence of New York City with the poverty and oppression of its working class. During the 1930s and 1940s, Kahlo and Rivera hosted numerous political exiles and intellectuals at their home, including the Russian revolutionary Leon Trotsky, who lived with them for a time. Kahlo and Trotsky had a brief affair, further complicating her relationship with Rivera. In 1939, Kahlo and Rivera divorced, though they remarried a year later. Their separation was a period of intense creativity for Kahlo, during which she produced some of her most famous works, including The Two Fridas and Self-Portrait with Cropped Hair, 1940, where she portrayed herself with short hair and men's clothing, symbolizing her defiance and independence. Kahlo's health continued to deteriorate throughout her life. Multiple surgeries, prolonged periods of immobilization, and chronic pain became a constant part of her existence. Despite this, she remained fiercely dedicated to her art, producing over 140 paintings, along with numerous sketches and drawings. In 1953, Kahlo had her first solo exhibition in Mexico, which was a significant milestone in her career. By this time, her health had declined to the point where she was bedridden, but her determination was unwavering. She attended the opening of the exhibition lying on a bed, carried into the gallery by ambulance, a testament to her indomitable spirit. Frida Kahlo passed away on July 13, 1954, at the age of 47. The official cause of death was a pulmonary embolism, though there has been speculation about the possibility of suicide. Her death marked the end of a life filled with pain and passion, but her legacy as an artist and cultural icon continues to resonate. Kahlo's work has been the subject of numerous exhibitions, books, and films, cementing her status as one of the most influential artists of the 20th century. Her unique style and unflinching exploration of personal and cultural identity have inspired generations of artists and activists. In 2002, the film Frida, starring Salma Hayek, brought her story to a global audience, further solidifying her place in popular culture. Frida Kahlo's life and art are a testament to the power of resilience and self-expression. Through her paintings, she communicated her innermost fears, desires, and struggles, creating a body of work that is both intensely personal and universally relatable. Her ability to transform her suffering into art and her unapologetic embrace of her complex identity continue to inspire and challenge us to confront our own truths. Kahlo's legacy extends beyond the art world. She is a symbol of strength and defiance, a champion of cultural and gender identity, and an enduring icon of artistic and personal freedom. In a world that often seeks to categorize and confine, Frida Kahlo's life and work remind us of the beauty and power of embracing our full, authentic selves. In examining the life and art of Frida Kahlo, we are reminded of the profound connection between pain and creativity, and the ways in which art can serve as a mirror to our deepest experiences. Her paintings remain a vivid, enduring portrait of a woman who refused to be defined by her circumstances, and in doing so, she has left an indelible mark on the world.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to Delving into the Deep for regular updates.